I didn't expect it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be so bad. Hello, everyone. My name is Tommy Venus, Tomi Venus. So, that live action Avatar, huh? That Netflix live action Avatar is. It's painful, and it's not just painful because of the fact that like one of my favorite stories, my favorite TV shows of all time, is being bastardized. That's its own thing. It makes me sad because I do feel like this is like a sign of things to come. I feel like this is just the direction that media in general is going in. It's a reflection of where our culture is going. On top of that, a reflection of the impacts that AI has had on the way that we consume and set expectations for the media that we consume. It's just slop. It is just slop. It is literally just slop. You are watching slop. You are watching a slop show, a show that is just cool hype aura moments with characters that you have some understanding of and some familiarity with. But in the actual context of like, I just rewatched Avatar the Last Airbender a couple months ago. And I keep seeing some people who are like, guys, you don't realize that Avatar The Last Airbender always had bad writing. You guys don't understand that because you haven't seen it since you were a kid 20 years ago. I rewatch it every couple of years. It is always held up. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite shows. I rewatch it so much because of my favorite shows. It's just the easiest to rewatch. I mean, bro, if I'm gonna rewatch Better Call Saul, for example, it's like, okay, now I gotta really rewatch Breaking Bad. That's like, what, 7 seasons on its own? And then Better Call Saul's even longer. I think it's actually more seasons than that. I haven't actually looked in a while, but that's a lot. And this like hour-long episodes, it's not an easy watch either. It's like a very emotionally taxing show to watch, and it takes a long time. And there's a lot of shows I want to get to. So it's like if I'm gonna take a break to rewatch something, like it's gotta be something quick and easy. Like Avatar: Last Airbender, it's only 3 seasons, and then like you can add in Legend of Korra 2, and it's about the same length of actual episodes. But my point is, though, Avatar: Last Airbender does have really good writing. I think Korra has really good writing too, but y'all are gonna kill me if I say that. So what do I got to lose? Avatar: Legend of Korra has great. My point here is the live action one doesn't. The live action one doesn't, and I'm at the point in my life where I'm honestly like, do we have to really genuinely fucking like entertain this? Do I have to sit here and go through the fucking notes? Do we have to get into nitty gritty and go through the notes of exactly why? I think we know why. There's plenty of people on Twitter right now going viral describing exactly what's wrong with this. I don't think we need to keep doing this. I hate how I've been talking about cartoons online for like 10 years now. It's been that long, bro. Consistently, if I take a moment and just say, can we just acknowledge that this is ridiculous? People are like, no. You have to give an intellectual argument. You have to break down. You have to show respect to my stupid perspective. And you have to actually genuinely entertain the idea that this is like a sophisticated actual conversation that we're having when we got fucking full-on character assassination. This entire show is a fucking abomination, dog. Not just of Avatar: Last Airbender, but just the point in which our fucking... Oh my god, dude. This plus the Amazing Digital Circus finale discourse has truly made me a doomer as far as like our direction of like how we consume media and the role of art in society. And it's like, I built my entire fucking like foundational worldview on the idea that art is like a valid vehicle to like make change in the world, develop people into better people, and help us find things about ourselves and develop who we are personally and morally, and just like discover who we are by engaging with media in a way that is genuine, in a way that is like genuine and open-minded and truly challenges us to help us develop in a safe environment into better people, regardless of if our personal experiences actually put us through those tests. We can have universal values, like without just like straight up preaching, but just like the way that we resonate with media that like really actually challenges us and really makes us ask ourselves like true like ethical dilemmas. And we're just not doing that. We're not gonna do that anymore, because now all this is, and this is like truly like a transitional stage to everything being fucking AI garbage bullshit slop, is you now watch these shows to be pacified and be like, I like that, that's, oh yeah, that, oh see, oh they got all of them bending on the screen at the same time, I like that, that's cool, yeah, that's how I would talk to Katara, yeah, stupid bitch, shut up. Like, that's literally what we're fucking doing. Why like, this is like genuinely at the point where I'm like, bro, what are we fucking doing, bro? I don't want to dignify this with actual analysis. There's plenty of examples. For example, the fact that like in the original series with Zuko's whole arc of like being redeemed. Part of the reason why that worked was there were seeds of who Zuko truly was behind him trying to perform the expectations of the Fire Nation and his father. And one of those was the fact that like he had the opportunity to steal from a pregnant woman and her husband while they were traveling, and he chose not to because he knew it was the wrong thing to do. Fuck that, right? Fuck that. Fuck you. He's a bad guy. He's always gonna be a bad guy, but y'all gonna like him because he's hot and he's cool. And then you got the Zutara shippers. And really the whole thing with like the Zutara shippers, honestly, like if we can go take a step back just a second, I think really what this show is doing for the most part is just, I've always believed there are two ways to get people to really, really engage with any type of media. It's by challenging them and educating them and enlightening them, taking them to a place that they were not already originally at, making people develop and grow as people through like either new information that they didn't know, educating people, challenging them in ways to ask questions that they were not originally going to ask themselves to begin with, that will challenge them and improve them and grow them as people. Or you can take all the things that they feel insecure about and just say, actually, you're right. Did you support a ship in the original show because you thought that the guy was hot and you used Katara as like a self-insert for some reason, and you want her to end up with Zuko instead of Aang, that little bald he's short, he's bald, disgusting, like I'm not attracted to that. I'm not attracted to a bald 12-year-old. Also, like all these motherfuckers who were like, oh, Ty Lee and May were hot in the original, they were 14, brother. Shut the on my last rewatch of Avatar: Last Airbender, I don't like shipping stuff really, but I was like, you know what, let's actually engage with this, let's actually entertain it. I'll keep an open mind. I truly went in like, is there an argument that Zutara is a more fitting ship for Katara than Katang? Saying these ship names feels really goofy to me, but we're gonna do it. And honestly, what I saw was Zuko and Katara had a lot of contention throughout most of the show, like 95% of the show. Then that last 5%, they grew into a relationship that I could describe best as a girl and her gay best friend. There are genuine, really emotional moments between them, great bonding moments. They're all very aromantic. Like, to read this as romantic is like, I feel like the same as the dudes who have a girl be nice to them and they're like, oh, she definitely likes me, and then they're like, I just see you as a friend. That's literally the relationship I'm seeing. But I think it was like a lot of people were just like, oh, Zuko's hot, emo, like Tumblr sexy man, so I would like to end up with Zuko, so that's who Katara's gotta end up with. I have had people in my mentions the last couple days being like, because I started going off about it, y'all Zutara shippers who actually believe like this was supposed to be canon, this was the canon ship that was supposed to happen, y'all, this is a crack ship. And they've been in my mentions going wild on me. Where's I even going with that? I cannot keep a fucking thought right because it's so hot in here, because y'all keep using AI to put yourselves in Rick and Morty, and then they make a live action Avatar on Netflix that's literally just basically just AI slop. It feels like the script was written by ChatGPT. It's like they didn't actually watch the show. They just went to ChatGPT and said like, hey, give me a fucking summary, and then it tells them that Jet is supposed to be in the fucking library with them. Suki's supposed to be in here throughout like the whole season for no reason. They were like, oh, well, people thought the actress was hot the first season, so let's just keep using her. I don't even know if that's how it fucking happened, but the way that things have been going, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I feel really bad for the actors. All right, so Zuko and Katara. Zuko is a gay man, and y'all keep trying to ship him with a straight woman, and that's really fucked up of y'all. During Pride, too, that's really homophobic. And I'm not even fully joking. I don't necessarily think that Zuko is straight up attracted to men, but like his story, his redemption, everything is very much queer-coded. And based on, again, the Amazing Digital Circus discourse, I don't expect people at this point to be able to see very clear indications of that, but I mean, come on. His whole character arc is that he has to look within himself and truly ask what he wants out of life, and not just try and like please his father and the structure of the imperialist nationalist Fire Nation, and truly ask himself what he wants. And the conclusion that he comes to in being his true self is to switch teams. Like, there's clearly some coding there, as well as some moments here and there where I'm like, all right, Zuko, I see you. Whereas like Katara and Aang, they just make a lot more sense. Like the first thing that Aang did when he saw Katara when he woke up after 100 years was shoot his shot and try and ask her on a date to go penguin slaying. And then I mean, listen, y'all can feel however you want about this. I do feel like this is just what happened. I don't fully know how I feel about this, but like after Katara saved Aang from Azula killing him, it does seem like they kind of trauma bonded, and there's definitely a switch of like, okay, there's a little bit of mutual interest to like these two are like deeply down bad for each other. Like there's like an emotional codependence at that point. And like it's trauma bonding, but like, you know what? I mean, if it works, it works, I guess. I don't fully know how I feel about that, but that is just what's canon. I'm the messenger here, bro. I didn't write. Take it up with Brian, Mike, and Aaron. They the weirdos. I really do feel bad for the actors though, because a lot of them do genuinely seem like, just based on what I've seen from the press interviews they've done, it seems like they do have a genuine care for the original text, and they do have an understanding of these characters that goes much deeper than what you would see based on their acting in the show, which does seem to mostly come down to directing, because they are very young actors, and at that point you do have to rely a lot on direction as well as the script being halfway decent. I would imagine they probably see the One Piece live action and get to see those actors portray characters that they love in a way that is faithful to what the original text and what the original author wanted, and it's probably like that Squidward meme. I've seen some people be like, oh, even if Brian and Mike were still on board, it would probably still be bad. I mean, listen, it would not be a literal like degeneration. The character assassination would definitely be much less, if not gone entirely. It would probably still be an inferior version of the original, just like the One Piece live action, as good as it is still, I would say, probably, I mean, I don't even know about that. I would say in a lot of ways it is an inferior version, but there are some aspects that add some purpose to it. There are some changes that actually make a bit of sense. And of course, the fact that they're coming from Oda means they are going to make sense to the actual original story and do add to the original text more so than detract, which, oh my god, there's so much detraction from the original Avatar: The Last Airbender through this version. It really does just kind of feel like it's like a CW drama based on, like, it shouldn't be called Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just give it a brand new name. Don't say it's an adaptation. Don't say that it's a sequel or a remake or a live action version. Just say based on Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like Aang and Friends based on Avatar: The Last Airbender. That would make it a lot better. Honestly, I mean, it would still be fucking garbage slop, but at least it would be less offensive to those of us who actually give a fuck about these characters and what they actually stand for and what their character arcs are. I mean, it's just little things that show that they did not understand anything about these characters. Like, for example, when Aang gets, like, I mean, bro, this whole scene that I've seen is just like the fact that like they had Aang go through like this like Avatar state like beat down of the Dai Li and Zuko and Azula, like it's just completely like it completely takes away from the scene. Zuko and Azula were honestly putting Katara and Aang on the ropes. With the Dai Li especially jumping in, they were being overwhelmed. Aang had to take a moment and say like, all right, I gotta do what the sage told me. Detach from everything, detach from Katara, enter the Avatar state, which like that whole aspect just got completely removed. And then he enters the Avatar state. He sacrificed his personal connection to the people around him. Then boom, Azula murks him right there. Then Katara, she goes beast mode. Getting to Aang, like saving Aang, protecting Aang. Iroh comes in. He's like, I'll hold them off. You get out of here. They completely took the teeth out of it. They completely took the bite out of it. They completely pacified it. Completely made it just some fucking melodramatic bullshit, bro. Like, these are some of the best scenes. They completely took out the scene, like, literally the best scene in the original. Like, if you ask me, the best scene in the original Avatar: The Last Airbender is the one where Zuko goes to free Appa. I mean, he ended up freeing Appa. He was really trying to steal Appa. But he tries to steal Appa. Iroh's there, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're here? You're gonna take it? What? Then what? Then what you gonna do, bro? Okay? You're just chasing this goal that your bitch-ass dad gave you. This isn't who you are. Do you honestly want this? Is this what you want out of life? You are not thinking these things through. You need to get your shit together. That was one of the most impactful, like, the best scenes in the original Avatar: The Last Airbender. Cut it. We don't need that bullshit. Fuck you, Iroh. Fuck you, Zuko. Fuck all that. Zuko, go rob some more people. Yeah. That's right. I like that. Aura, bro. Like, it's just these scenes where it's like there's so much intentional emotion and like intensity that is like so important. That just tells us so much about these characters and makes us care about these characters and want to root for these characters. That's just not there. Oh, dude, like the fact that this is gonna be the new standard. This is turning into a new standard. And the more that y'all, I'm not being nice about this, y'all fucking sheep. The more y'all go on Twitter and you're like, hey, man, I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, man, dude, like, bro, like, they were fucking bending and shit, dude. And that was awesome, bro. They were bending, bro, like, some of the girls are hot, some of them are fat, though. Fat, I don't like that. I can't think about a 14-year-old character being hot because she's fat. Genuinely, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Just make something new at this point, bro. And it's also just salt in the wound to the fact that it's like the Legend of Aang movie that at this point everyone has seen and has no plan for an official release. Everyone has seen the bootleg. No plan for an official release. There was gonna be an Avatar game, a narrative Avatar game. We ain't doing that. Oh, but y'all get this Netflix live action bullshit that nobody fucking wants except for the most brain dead motherfucker. If you like Zutara, that's cool. That's fine. I don't like how like insane people are. That's why I usually just don't like shipping discourse to begin with. I think it's goofy though. I do kind of enjoy making people upset though. So fuck Zutara. Zuko is a gay man, and y'all are homophobic for shipping him with Katara, and also y'all are baldphobic. I always thought I might be bad, now I'm sure that it's true, 'cause I think you're so good and I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I knew what makes you think I'm so special. If I could begin to do something that does right by you, I would do about anything. I would even learn